各位观众朋友，晚安，我是拉瑙，欢迎收看Ita看世界，一起看世界。4年一度的世界杯足球赛正式登场，这场运动盛会聚集许多现役最顶尖的足球巨星。节目的一开始，我们就先带观众来到赛事的主办国卡达。今年世界杯足球赛在卡达举行，这是继日本、南韩后第3个主办世足的亚洲国家，也吸引大批游客前往。而位于首都多哈市中心的 Talahib 市场，更被当地人视为必访的地点，因为里面呢不只能吃到道地的美食，还能看到卡达人的日常生活面貌，深刻感受卡达文化的美丽。
走进一间小店，挑选神灯造型和华丽花纹的盘子摆饰。这里是卡达首都多哈知名的室内市场 Talahib。除了摆饰器具，还有传统美食手部彩绘，就连卡达人最爱饲养的卷，这里都可以看到。
الحين ما ينحك كاس العالم والاجانب كلها تقعد في دكان وتاكل الاكلات الشعبيه لو مو بزاكي ومو بطيب ما قعدوا والناس اللي بتجي الحين من برا وقت كاس العالم يقول طبعا الواحد بيغير طالع يشوف شنو الاكل مالنا واكلهم احنا نفس الشيء لا طبعا اكلنا غير عن اكلهم فان شاء الله يرغبون في اكلنا。
世界杯足球赛11月20日开幕，许多足球迷来到卡达，历史悠久又能展现卡达文化特色的 Talahib 市场，自然变得相当热闹。
هذا اللي حاصل الحين اكثر الناس اللي يجون من برا ويمرون علينا هني يبون يتعرفون كيفيه لعبه الدامه ونعلمهم احنا شلون طريقه الدامه وشلون تروح الى الشيخ، احنا ما نسمي ملك، شيخ ويعني ويتعرفون عليها شوي شوي يعني。
阿尔达玛是卡达年长者常玩的一种棋盘游戏，在 Talahib 市场内也可以看见不少人在玩这种游戏，这或许也是 Talahib 市场深受外国旅客喜爱的原因之一，因为能够看见卡达人日常生活面貌。
We wanted to stay somewhere that was really vibrant and had culture around it, so we decided to stay in the Talahib at a hotel here and just wanted to explore, shop, have local cuisine, see all the people from all over Qatar and then also visitors.
位于多哈市中心的 Talahib 市场，不只能吃到卡达美食，买到纪念礼品，甚至还有宠物区，可以看到被当地人饲养的卷。所以去看世足赛的同时，也别错过到当地市场感受卡达文化的机会。记者齐海伦、华嘉欣编译。
同样备受国际关注的第27届联合国气候峰会11月中落幕。然而，要过上环保生活，其实没有大家想象中的困难。住在澳洲的一对夫妻，因为见识到气候变迁带来的巨大影响，他们下定决心要做到碳中和，通过控制生活所制造的二氧化碳排放量，甚至还回收旧电池来生产住家用电，让生活变得更加环保。
已经破损的特斯拉电动车，在 C 的巧手之下拆解了原本的零件，重新改装，用在另一个厂牌的休旅车上。C 的与太太卡米尔住在距离澳洲首都坎培拉约35公里的拜望，需要依靠车子代步。而他们会这么用心做环保，主要是因为2020年澳洲各地密集发生野火，让他们重新检视自己的生活方式。
So we couldn't say 4 tons or 5 tons, and most Australians, I think, emit about 14 tons anyway. So we just thought we have to shoot for 0, like as close to 0 as possible.
再一次度过被浓密黑烟遮蔽天空的夏季，见识到气候变迁带来的巨大影响后 ，Sid 和 Camille 下定决心要努力做到碳中和，并仔细监控生活的二氧化碳排放量，甚至用旧笔电、旧电池来产生住家用电。
I ended up getting a whole lot of salvaged laptop batteries by the kilo, disassembling them all and testing all the batteries.
Sid 与 Camille 列出碳排清单，结果发现排放量最大贡献者不是搭飞机、开灯、饮食，甚至用电量，而是开车。
It's almost like a tax return, is how we treat it. Like let's work it out, and because it's a cost on the environment. It's expensive to emit. Most of the stuff you do that costs a lot of money, like petrol and fuel, is expensive.
为了爱地球 ，Sid 和 Camille 努力减少碳排量。他们在休旅车旁泡起咖啡，深信持续下去，生活会变得更好、更环保。记者戚海伦、林柏宏编译。
海漂垃圾的议题最近也受到越来越多关注，尤其在太平洋就有面积超过100万平方公里的海漂垃圾堆，引发不少担忧。现在荷兰一家非营利组织投入清理海漂垃圾的工作，也发明了一种机器，可以拦截河流中的漂浮垃圾，避免它们流到海洋，从源头减少海洋垃圾的产生。
美国加州洛杉矶 Ballona 溪的出海口最近出现这座全新的装置。原来这是一家荷兰非营利组织研发的垃圾拦截机，当地政府希望可以帮助减少流入海洋的塑胶垃圾。
For Los Angeles County, this is like a last line of defense. It's part of many other strategies we have to try to capture waste that ends up in the waterways.
这座垃圾拦截机完全使用太阳能，可以拦下水流中的垃圾，收集到本体的储藏舱，压缩后暂时储存。机器总共可以容纳大约1750立方公尺的垃圾，装满之后再用运货船载到陆地上处理。这家非营利组织的创办人表示，目前海洋中的垃圾大部分是由河川流入大海，因此希望能够在流经人口密集区的河流出海口，广为设置这种垃圾拦截机。 从源头减少海洋垃圾污染。
So, rivers truly are the arteries that carry the trash from land to sea. And what we found is that just 1% of the world's rivers emit roughly 80% of all the plastic going to the ocean. So if we put devices like this in the mouth of those top 1% of rivers, we believe we can stop the plastic pollution from reaching the ocean.
海漂垃圾议题近来逐渐受到关注，尤其是太平洋中面积超过100万平方公里的巨大海漂垃圾堆，更让各界担忧对海洋生态的破坏。事实上，这家非营利组织成立之初就公开宣示目标是完全清除太平洋海漂垃圾堆，但也被批评过度好高骛远，而且当时的清除船仍然需要化石燃料驱动，对于环境也会造成影响。 因此，现在这个组织推动河流垃圾拦截机，不但采用太阳能，而且能够从源头减少海漂垃圾的产生，是更加务实的做法。记者陈荣宽、花扎新编译。
我们继续留在荷兰，一家维修咖啡馆里头有志工免费帮民众维修电子产品，也就是说，在家电变成电子垃圾之前，尽可能的延长使用寿命。从环境层面来看，也让我们朝永续发展更进一步。
果汁机和电钻等机器被拆开，检查内部的线路。荷兰阿姆斯特丹的维修咖啡店每周都有志工免费提供技术以及工具，替民众维修各种大小型电子产品。稍微故障的家电经过修理又能正常运作，民众省下购买新品的费用，也减少电子垃圾的产生。
Het apparaat deed nog goed. En om nou zo weg te gooien omdat er iets misschien niet helemaal goed zit, terwijl het makkelijk gerepareerd kan worden, zonder om weg te gooien. Dus kijken of het nog gerepareerd kan worden en dan kan het, als dat niet lukt, kan het altijd nog weg. Dus ik ben er heel blij mee, een mooi initiatief. Het is goed dat het er is.
志工表示，其实家电维修并不困难，而是现在的电子消费产品一旦故障，往往需要回到原厂，透过专用工具或特殊手法才能维修，而且还要索取高额费用。若是民众有心自行修理，没有经验的人可能一动手就把机器拆坏。
Ja, en kijk deze gaten. Dit hoeft niet zo, hè? Zo diep hoeft niet. Hè? Dat je een speciale ding nodig hebt. Die gaten zijn, ja, die zitten helemaal hierin, weet je. Dat hoeft helemaal niet. Er had ook net een gat hier kunnen zijn. Het is gewoon ontworpen op
speciaal gereedschap, dat je al de cirkels niet hebt.
Ja,
zo graag.
可以让一般民众省下维修费，又能做环保的维修咖啡馆，在2009年由 Martin Postma 创立。目前全球将近2500家分店，连台东都兰也有设点。民众不用花钱就可以让大小家电、脚踏车、家具等物品起死回生，在通膨物价飞涨的现代，减少不必要的开销。从环境层面来看，在家电变成电子垃圾之前，尽可能延长使用寿命，距离永续发展更进一步。记者吴品如、林柏宏编译。
下段节目，Ita团队很荣幸专访到菲律宾乐团Talahib People's Music， 听听他们是如何透过音乐创作为菲律宾本土文化和原住民族权利发声。稍后回到节目现场。Mabuliat di Danawaan. Welcome to Ita See the World. And today we are very honored to have our special guest from Philippines, the world music band Talahib People's Music. And today they are going to share with us how they advocate the Filipino heritage and culture, and also the indigenous people's rights and issues through their music. And before we start the interview, let's take a look to their performance. Okay, so welcome to Taiwan. Mabuhay. Yes, mabuhay.
Great to be here.
Okay, so first, could you say hi to our audiences and introduce your role in the band?
Hello, mabuhay. My name is LJ, and I am the bass guitar player for Talahib People's Music.
Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, mabuhay. I'm Books Villarreal. I'm lending my voice to Talahib People's Music.
Good day, mabuhay. I'm Charlene Ong. I'm the lead vocalist in Talahib People's Music.
Hi, I'm Jonas. I'm from the Philippines. I'm the percussionist of Talahib People's Music.
Okay, thank you and welcome, and thank you for joining us today. And so the Talahib People's Music was established in July 2000. So till now, it's over 20 years. So it's a long journey, right? So could you share with us like the origin or the purpose and the goals of this band?
So yes, Talahib started back in 2000. So that was 22 years ago. And actually, it started because of a tragedy that happened in the Philippines. Back in 2000, there was a landfill in the Philippines, and there was a trash slide that buried and killed several people in there. And then after a couple of days, there was a tribute night, like a commemoration night in honor of the people who passed away in that tragedy. And that is where Talahib first performed. So the group started originally with 4 members as a folk acoustic quartet, and then as the years went on, there have been additional members up until today, where we now have 9 members.
9 members. Oh wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I think all members are indigenous people, or you from different part of the Philippines?
Yeah. We are from different parts of the Philippines. I myself actually am from the capital, so not exactly directly connected to the indigenous people of the Philippines, but of course we do advocate for the rights of the indigenous people in the Philippines.
Okay, so Talahib, it's what it means in your language, and why you choose this name as your band name?
Yes, Talahib means wild grass in the Philippines. We use this name because wild grass, you can see it everywhere in the city, in the province. Just like our music, you can see it in the city, in the province. The experience, the story of our music is from the urban area, from the rural area. And if you hold the Talahib leaf, you'll be cut in your hands. Yeah, and that what's the music you will feel when you hear it. You will feel it cuts through your soul, your mind, like that.
So the music is from is the grassroots music, right? So your band advocate the Filipino heritage and culture, right? And also, like I said, the indigenous people's rights and the issues they are facing right now. So today you also prepare 3 songs for us, and the first song is called
Babaylan.
Babaylan. Let's take a look to this performance. Okay, so back to here, and can you introduce the stories or what ideas you want to express through this song?
Yes. Babaylan is written by Tony Palis. The late Tony Palis, he is a women's rights advocate in the Philippines, and he wrote this song as an ode or to honor the women who are rising from the abuses, from the challenges that they face in this fast-changing society. So that's how we wanted to portray it, that women are not just for keeping homes or not just for these kinds of work. Women can be anyone else.
Yes. So that's how. So as I know that the Babaylan is a very crucial very important role in the indigenous communities.
Indeed, yes. Babaylans are highly respected, and their wisdom is deeply regarded by the community people, and they also consult them whenever there is a struggle within the community or even outside. So that's how important a role of a woman in a community is.
Mm-hmm. So it's come from which indigenous communities?
Nothing in particular. It's more like all-encompassing for women's struggle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you. And the second song is?
Second song is On Potok.
On Potok. So let's take a look on this performance. like to hear, and please share the ideas and the stories behind these songs.
Thank you. On Potok is another original. It's written by Father Oli. He's a lay missionary in the Philippines. On Potok is actually written in the Dumagat language. Dumagat is one of the tribes in the Philippines, and the song talks about the struggle of the community, of the indigenous peoples community in the Dumagat tribe specifically, wherein development aggression is happening, and their communities are getting drowned by water because of dams. Big corporations are constructing dams in their communities, and these indigenous people, they get displaced, they lose their homes, they lose their livelihood, they lose their identity in the process. That's why Father Oli wrote this song, and we are very honored to render it as a beautiful in a beautiful arrangement that we can share to the world. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, that's all.
I think that a lot of indigenous communities suffered from the dam problems, right? And just damage their home, and also, like you said, the identities.
Yes, because on Potok literally means the land. And the last part of the song says, the land was not created by Makijapat or the higher being for it to be drowned by water. So the land was created for these people, not to be drowned by water.
So the third song you bring to us is called?
Yes, the third song.
The third song is called Magkaisa sa Kapayapaan.
Okay, let's take a look and listen to their song. Okay, so LJ, can you share this song's background and stories?
Yes, so the title Magkaisa sa Kapayapaan literally translates to Unite for Peace. So the lyrics to this song was actually written by our manager, Mr. Jaime Hernandez. And the main feature of this song is we play indigenous instruments coming from both the north and the south of the Philippines. So traditionally, these instruments, the boat lute from the south and the gongs from the north, traditionally they're not played together because they're from the opposite ends of the country. So in this song, we play them together, and the song itself is like a call, you know, basically for unity, to unite for peace and to be united as one people. So that's it. Yeah.
So I see that you have different like instruments, indigenous instruments, and also different type of music. So how many like music types that you have like use?
In terms of music styles, yes, we fuse a number of different contemporary music styles. Like we're influenced by a bit of rock, a bit of folk, a bit of reggae, and of course we incorporate indigenous instruments into our songs, but still with a more contemporary, modern sound.
Yeah, it's amazing. And can you show us the instruments that you have used in your songs?
Yep, sure. So perhaps we should start from the north of the country. This one is called Tongatong. Jonas, would you like to?
What is its name?
Its name is Tongatong.
Tongatong?
It's made from bamboo. It's from the northern side of the Philippines. This is an indigenous instrument, and you use it like this.
So this is also from the northern part of the Philippines. This is called the gangsa.
Gangsa?
Okay, so it's a gong, and it's actually played in sets, and so actually the people who play this are like the respected
like
members
the royal.
Royal?
Yeah.
For the royal?
They have higher status in the communities where if someone owns one, it means that they have a high status in their community.
Yeah, you can play it like this. You can also play it like this, the topaya.
Well, so only a few people can play these instruments in their communities, right?
Yes, not everyone. And also, the gangsa, they usually use these during rituals and special occasions.
Okay, cool. So what is the next one?
Okay, so these are the Tiboli bells from the Tiboli tribe of southern Philippines.
Yes, southern Philippines too.
Yeah, you just play it like, for example, for the contemporary, you can play it like the shaker, and also you can wear it to your ankle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. For example, and then you will stomp it while using the drums.
So what is what is the ingredients or?
It's made of brass.
Brass?
Yes, these are brass bells from the Tiboli tribe. The pattern is uniquely Tiboli.
Okay.
We also have another one which is bungkaka.
Bungkaka.
Yes, it's also made of bamboo, and this is how it sounds.
And your hands?
It's also interchangeable, the tune, depending on how tight you put the lock.
The vibration.
We'll change the voice. The next one?
Excuse me, this also the kubing from, I think this design is from the north side of the Philippines. Yeah.
Okay, it's very similar to
It's a jaw harp, yeah.
Indigenous instrument.
This is a jaw harp, but in the Philippines we also have our version of that jaw harp. It is called kubing. also made from bamboo, and you can play it like this.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. And what's the next?
Okay, so this one, this is called the kuglong. So it's actually one of many different kinds of this type of instruments, collectively called boat lutes in the Philippines. They're called boat lutes because the body is kind of shaped like a boat. So there are
like a boat.
So there are several, I think, more than 20 different kinds of these instruments, which depends on what tribe they come from. This particular one comes from the Manobo tribe in southern Philippines.
Tribe?
Yep. So it only has 2 strings. The first string is like a drone, so yeah, so it stays in one note as you play, and then the other is a melody string, so you can play it like. Yeah.
So, what's the totems on the pattern on the instruments? Do you know what's the meaning of all these like totems and
the patterns vary
depending on which tribe uses them. Yeah.
Yes, but this particular one has the horse head and the alligator tail.
Yeah. So.
And
animals.
Yeah.
These hairs belong to horse.
Horse?
Yes, this is horse hair. And in the community, when someone owns a kuglong, the more hair it has means the more property or the more animals you own. So that also portrays your status in the society. And on some tribes, only women are playing it. But on some tribes, there are also men who play it. In modern times, it does not really matter much because it has also been passed on. It's more like an heirloom in the family. So if your father has it and decides to give it to you as an heirloom, then you have to pass it on to your next generation.
See, we can see it's really meaningful, all these instruments.
Thank you.
And thank you for demonstrating for us. And so, in addition to spread the music to the whole world, because you've been to many places except for Taiwan, and also I want to know that are there local changes happening because of your music?
We'd like to consider our music, our band, as a part of a larger movement, you know, that includes not only artists but maybe civil society organizations, artists of other disciplines like films, things like that. So all of us work toward the common goal of achieving positive change in Philippine society. So while of course things like this of course takes time, it does not happen overnight, you know. But in terms of changes, I think we have somehow been able to influence other local musicians to also write socially relevant songs, and I think that's already a big thing for us, because the more people sing about these issues that needs to be addressed, then you know the bigger chance that the message will hear those who need to hear it, and hopefully will lead to positive change in society.
So books, you want to share with us?
Well, the thing about socially relevant music is that it reaches a lot. It reaches a big part of the population, and people can either relate to it or hate it. So we'd like to think that our music in particular hits them right in the heart, and hopefully the mere fact that they listen to it and make them stop what they're doing and by the time that they ask a question, it's already a journey in finding an answer on what needs changing in this society. So that's our role as musicians too, as cultural workers especially, because it's our responsibility to also guide the rest of the society that listens to us, empower them, and the importance of representation really, especially for the indigenous peoples that we are advocating for, and the social change we want to happen immediately. So I think that's quite our mission.
Yeah, it's a big mission, and thanks for doing this. And this year you were invited to perform at a World Music Festival and also the Taiwan Bashuali Festival. And so what impressed you the most, or what did you expect to see or learn from it?
Last World Music Festival, which was last week, right? It was a surreal moment. The crowd was very lively and the people we met was friendly. They were lovely people. The performances were interesting from different countries. Even if it was raining for 2 days, people were still coming. They waited.
They were actually waiting for us to finish our performance, and we are so overwhelmed with their support and appreciation.
Thank you. And so, Jonas, do you want to share with us?
Yeah, you can see the people in Taiwan. They said it's hard for them to be while watching the performance. It's hard for them to make them get up or participate on the bands. At least it's very overwhelming and we're very happy. Actually, we're very teary-eyed after our performance, because we saw the people, the audiences, participate in our community dance while we are using the indigenous instruments.
We were really, it's really heartwarming to see that the kind of appreciation that we received, and we are so thankful for people like you and the festival organizers for giving us a larger platform to actually express what we have to say, because you know it's not easy for you to stand up for something, and for us, music is our way of expressing what's within us. So, you know, even if we are not part of any indigenous people's tribe, we would like to think that we are connected. We are deeply connected with our roots, with them, and how the community is built because of them. It started with them, and it will always end with them.
We feel that we became the voice of the indigenous people by using our music in the Philippines, and very important, we use it in other parts of the world, like this, what happened in World Music Festival and in our next performances.
It's our first time in Taiwan, and hopefully not the last.
Oh, will be a lot of opportunities.
Yes, thank you very much.
So, LJ?
I think they've said most of them, but personally, at first I was nervous because we didn't know what kind of reception we will get, because as they said, it's our first time in Taiwan, my first time with the band to perform overseas. But after the performances, I think, you know, the reaction was just overwhelming, and you can even see it in social media. There were literally dozens of people tagging us on our social media accounts and commenting on our pages, saying that the performance was amazing. And yeah, so we're really happy and really honored to be part of these two festivals, the World Music Festival and the upcoming Bashuali Festival. And we look forward to coming back and performing here again, hopefully.
Thank you for bringing this amazing songs and music to the people in Taiwan, and also your awareness, raise the awareness of the issues that people in Philippines are facing right now. And hope you guys enjoy the journey in Taiwan, and salamat.
Maraming salamat. Mabuhay.